everyone, just thought I'd pop back on and do a hair curling with straighteners tutorial, as I know this is something that a lot of people do struggle with, and to be fair, it's quite tricky, especially doing on your own head. If you do have someone else to practice on first, then that does make it a lot easier, and once you've got the knack of it, then you can have a play around and try it on your own head. Anyway, so I'm just going to quickly show you how I curl my hair, and then hopefully my mum's going to be ready, and then I'm just going to show you how to curl on her hair, just in case that just gives you a better view and an idea rather than me just doing it on my own head. So I've just freshly washed and blow dried my hair, so it's a little bit fluffy but generally not too bad. So if you have a clip, or you can just use a hairband or whatever you've got to hand just to section your hair, does obviously make it a little bit easier. Just going to turn my straighteners on, hope I don't burn my bed. Okay, so I'm literally just going to section it in half. Obviously the smaller amount of sections you do, the more tighter curl it will be, whereas if you do quite big like sections, it will be more of a looser curl and more of a looser wave, which I definitely prefer. I don't like it being too tight. So obviously I've literally just clipped that bit on my head, so it doesn't have to be neat or anything like that. It doesn't matter if your section is not neat, it doesn't matter if it's wonky, you've got a little bit more hair this side than that side. So I've just sectioned it in half, and then all I've done is just halved it again and brung it round to the front just so that I can see it. And then I, just using my fingers, will just maybe do this in 3 sections. Yeah, I think I'll do that in 3 pieces. So start with the back one first. As you can see, I've got enormous roots. So everyone moaning that they can't get their hair coloured right now, I'm right there with you. So take your straighteners, and then I just pop it onto the hair and twist it all the way round, and then just pull gently down. Sometimes when I get to the end I might just twist it up a little bit more, and then there you go, you have your curl. So the knack to getting this is definitely getting the right angle. So again, straighteners in my hand and my leg, straighteners straight in, clamp on the hair, and then twist it all the way around and just pull gently down. And then it just pops back up into your curl. So just moving on to my last section here, twist all the way around again, and then just pull gently down. And some people find that they have one side that goes really well and the other side that really doesn't. That's really normal, because obviously just like all of us, we're all right-handed or left-handed. Everyone's got a better side. So there'll be one side that feels more natural and easier than the other side. So just moving on to the other side now. So I'm going to be putting my straighteners in and then bending it all the way around and just pulling down. So it's completely personal preference as to whether you like the curls to go away or forwards, but I personally find it's more flattering if the curl is going away from your face. So if you generally tend to stick to that rule when you're doing it, so the straighteners are in, you don't want to go forwards towards your face, you want to be twisting backwards away. And then again, just let the straighteners slide down. It really doesn't have to be too complicated, and then it just pops back up into your little curl. I just missed that little bit, so I just... Okay, and the last little bit here, again away from the face, so twist it all the way around and then pull down. Obviously if you've got more hair, then you might need to do this in more sections if it's quite thick. But I haven't got any extensions in right now, so my hair's quite fine. So I find it takes me literally 5 minutes to do my hair. Okay, so at this point, if you are going to use hairspray, if you find it drops quite quickly, then I would just give it a little spray now, but don't touch it. Just let them be, let them cool down at the back of your head. Now you're left with your last section on top here. Again, I'm just going to split that in half just so that I can see it, so it's easy. Bring it round to the front. Now, if you want to just clip one side, and we'll come on to that later, then that's fine. Clip it out the way. Okay, and then I always start from the back and work my way forwards. That way I never miss a piece. If you do feel like you're getting all hair everywhere, then you can just take another little clip and just pop that out the way. So we've got our section here. So again, we want to just be going away from the face. So straighteners in, flip it all the way around, and just glide the straighteners down. And then sometimes, like I said, when I get to the ends, I might just put another little twist in there, just to give them ends an extra bit of curl. Oh, move my phone. And then take my clip. And again, I probably will still do this just in 3 pieces as well. It's not necessary to do loads of different sections. So that's your last little bit here. So if you need to, just clip it so that it's out the way. Oh, see how bad my roots are. Can't wait to have some foils done. Right, so again, straighteners in, twist it all the way around, and then just pull down. And then get near the bottom, so I'm just going to put another little half twist in, and then just pull it to the ends. And then our last little one this side. The hair's gone a bit random, but again, like I say, this doesn't have to be in neat sections at all. It really won't make any difference whether you do it neat or whether you just grab random sections and curl. It will all do the same thing. So again, as you can see, that's all going away from my face. Now we'll just move on to the other side. And again, just starting with that back piece first. Clip this out of the way if you find that easier. And we just want to make sure that when them straighteners go in, they're going away from the face. Oh, there we go. Right, and twist and pull down. Here we go. So some people, especially if you've got really frizzy hair, might be tempted to straighten their hair first. I wouldn't recommend doing this because the curls will not come out nice if you've just straightened your hair. So if you get like maybe quite frizzy, like curly, sort of like around the front, like your little baby hairs, maybe straighten those. But you don't. It's not necessary to straighten the whole of your head. Because all you're doing is making it harder for yourself when you want to then curl it. So all I've done before this is I just blow dried it. I used a bit of a brush with the hairdryer just to smooth the ends down a little bit, because my hair naturally is quite wavy, but generally if I blow dry it, it goes pretty smooth. So again, straighteners in. Oh, it's hard to talk and curl at the same time, you know. This section's a little bit too big. Right, so if you find your hair's not all fitting in, just half your section, make it a little bit smaller. Okay, right, straighteners in, twist it all the way around, and just let them straighteners glide down. And again, take another bit of hair, straighteners in, twist all the way around, and just glide down. And then just the last 2 little ones here. Okay, Oh, got a long bit here somewhere. Right, so this bit's round by my face. So again, straighteners in, twist it away from the face, and then just let the straighteners glide down. And it will naturally just curl up like that. So I get this little bit I've missed here. If I can. Okay. Right, so obviously at this point all the curls are quite defined, which is not how we like to leave them, me personally anyway. So again, if you are going to use hairspray at this point, I would just give it a good hairspray all over, and just let it sit for a minute, and then after that, use your fingers or use a brush or whatever you want to do, and I like to just use my fingers, but you can use a brush if you want to. It won't make it fluffy. Just to separate the curls, break them up a little bit, make them a little bit softer. And you see, it doesn't ruin your curl, just loosens it up a little bit. Also, where I've taken my extensions out, I felt like my hair is so thin, so it's nice to curl it and give it a bit of body, give it a bit of love. Hadn't washed it in a week either. Right, so now that's my hair all done. Again, if you're going to hairspray, chuck it on now, let it set. So I'm going to go and check on my mum, and then I will show you and be back and curl hers too. So I'm back after a couple of hours. Me and Mum have just been doing a burlesque dancing class on Zoom. We was meant to curl her hair beforehand, but unfortunately we didn't get it dry on time, so I did it with mine all lovely and curly. As you can see, it's still nice and curly. So Mum washed and blow dried her hair beforehand, so I'm just going to show you how to curl it now, just so that you can see from a different angle. Hopefully this can just help you get a better idea of how to do it. So I'm just going to, again, section it in half. It doesn't have to be neat, it doesn't really matter how well you do this. Obviously Mum has got extensions in, as you can see. So I'll just take another section, and just like I did with my hair, straighteners in, twist it all the way around, and then you just want to pull it down. And then if your hair is long, like Mum's, just give it an extra little twist when you get to the bottom. And again, just let that slide through. And exactly the same as what I did with my hair. Every time you curl, you want to be aiming to do it away from the face. So I will do this side curling this way, and that side I'll be curling inwards. So you always want to be curling away. So again, just twisting it round, pulling it down, and get to the ends, give it an extra little twist, and then just pull down again. And then I'm just going to move on to this side. So because I'm doing the other side, I'm going to start twisting the other way now. So twist all the way around, and then just gently pull down. Extra little twist at the end if your hair's long, and then now last section at the bottom, twist all the way around, pull the straighteners down. When you get near the bottom, just another little twist, and then just continue to pull that down. So that's my first layer complete. So I will continue to go through her hair, curl it, I'll whiz through this section, and then I will talk again at the end. Okay, so now that I have finished curling all of Mum's hair, as you can see, we've just got our lovely, nice, defined curls here. So again, if you was going to use hairspray, now would be the time just to give that a good spray, let these curls just cool down for a minute. And then I just wanted to show you that you can brush it through with a brush afterwards, and it's not going to completely destroy the curls. So like mine, I just did with my fingers. But Mum's, I'm just going to use a paddle brush. And I'm just going to brush that through just to separate the curls, just to give us a nice, soft, wavy, curly look. And as you can see, that hasn't totally destroyed it at all. It's just broke it up, nice and soft. And it's not going to make it go all fluffy and frizzy. It just breaks it up nicely, just to give you a nice, soft, natural look. I hope you enjoyed my video, and I hope it's been helpful. Post below your attempts and do give me a message if there's anything else I can help you with, or if you have any other ideas of videos you'd like me to do. I hope everyone has a lovely weekend, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye!